Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry. This is one of those scenarios that you would rather probably not deal with. Wait a minute, I gotta get this out of here. That's not gonna work. Okay. Shoot. She wanted me to crack the window. Okay, leave it for now. Anyway, here's the story. Basement room. Whoever was living here before had cats. The cats have done the thing. And the baseboard is all swollen up right over there. And along here we've got more happening. And over there as well. Now I did stick my nose in the carpet over here. And I really could, very little smell actually. I could smell it a little bit. But, and then over here I was down on my hands and knees. And I actually couldn't smell anything along here. So that was kind of weird. However, that suggests that maybe somebody had tried to get it out, but they got some of the pee out, but not all of it. So now I got to deal with it. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to do it this way. My valve is on. Okay, I've got 2 gallons in here, and I've got 3,000 ppm of stabilized chlorine dioxide mixed in there. And by the way, when you go to use it like this, if you mix it up straight from the powder form and use it immediately, yes, it'll work fine, but it can leave an odoriferous thing going on. Because initially when you mix it up, it will gas off. But if you pre-mix it up, which is what I do here, and leave it in liquid form in a concentrate, and then I pour this. This will actually contain 3,000 ppm, and so I put 2 gallons of water in there in solution, and then 2 of these in there, giving me 6,000 ppm in 2 gallons, or 3,000 in one. But it's pre-mixed, so it doesn't do the gassing off after that. You don't get that odor that people might complain about. So you know, just so you know. So here we go. Oh, we're going to be applying pretty heavy, of course, because I need to get this carpet wet into the bottom. Oh, I can see. Ooh. Look at all that comes out of there, eh? Isn't that nice? I find that doing this with the brush seems to work pretty darn well, actually. And I mixed up with Omega Citrus, because the Omega Citrus has a bit of an odor to it. That's what I decided to use for this particular job. And I did call the realtor, by the way. I was just talking to her a minute ago and said, you've got swelling on the baseboards. I figured it would be a good idea to let them know that, because it could be that after I'm done with this, there'll be more swelling of the baseboards, because I got to get it right up to the edge, because that's where the cat's obviously been peeing. And I explained that to her, and she's like, no, it's no problem. Do what you got to do. So that's what we're doing. Now, the stabilized CO2 actually is very effective, as long as you get enough in, and as long as it contacts where you need it to contact. Now, I betcha that the cat is mostly pee-peed along the edges. It's generally what they do, behind the couch and things like that, because they know they're not supposed to. So we're going to go over the whole carpet, and then I'm going to extract it. I brought my extractor in. I'll go over this way right now. Well, it's looking good anyway. Yeah, usually the CO2 works pretty quick. Sometimes, like within a few minutes, the smell will dissipate, because it is actually very effective. I couldn't actually see any urine visible on the carpet, so when I actually brought my black light in, but it didn't work. It's useless. Maybe I need to get a better one, I guess. I don't know. But I find that black light is just not a very good way of finding things anyway. It just doesn't seem to work that well. The best way to find it is to just get on your hands and knees and use your Mark 1 nose. And what I generally do in a case like when it's, it's harder to find it or whatever, I'll just treat the whole carpet. It's just as easy. Here's my extractor right there, all ready to roll. So it looks like I've used up nearly a gallon, I would guess. Now I've done this way actually quite a few times, and I've never actually been called back to remove odor that was supposedly not removed. So I'm assuming that means that it worked. In fact, I know a few times when I've actually gone back into the house for other things and then asked the people, so how did it work? And they've said, oh yeah, it worked fine. So, although I think, come to think of it, there was one time that I did a cat pee one and it didn't work, come to think of it. So cat pee, of course, is the one that's always the challenge. It's very tenacious. Although the CO2 shouldn't, at least theoretically, it shouldn't make any difference whether it's cat pee or dog pee. It shouldn't actually make any difference as far as, because of the way that CO2 works, because it's an oxidizer. So it's going to oxidize organic matter no matter what the source. So anyway, we all know that cat pee can be a challenge. So now I've gone over the whole carpet, and now I'm going to go over where I'm where I know for sure the cat had peed, I'm going to go over that a little bit more. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over here, and we're going to do it this way. I'm purposefully getting it right in there. It's not on full bore, by the way. I'm actually feathering it on off, like, but I think there's actually a fair amount in there already. That's why it's really foaming up. Just working it in. Hopefully this will work. Okay. I think that'll be okay. Yeah, I'll use a little over a gallon, I think. Oh, no, maybe I used about a gallon. I thought I was going to use more than that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get rid of this, park it over here. I've got to run over this with a pad, by the way, because they say that there's a smell here too. So I'll run over this area with the pad here when I'm done. Okay. I'm just going to run over it with this green stripe pad, and then I'll extract it. That is with the extractor. So first of all, I'm going to use this. So let's see what happens here. It's be interesting to see what this pad looks like. This is a nice carpet, actually. It doesn't look like it's very worn either. I think that I am not smelling pee as much. One of the things that happens usually when you clean a carpet with pee in it like this, you get it wet, you smell it worse. It activates the urine smell. But when you use the ClO2, usually what happens is you have diminished smell of the urine almost immediately, because it does work that fast, usually. But I have actually, I literally cannot see a single urine stain on this carpet. So that's kind of odd. Usually you'll see something, but I haven't seen any discoloration or any indication of urine, at least visibly, present on the carpet. You can see that corner is really swelled up. Somebody got it wet. Okay, let's have a... Hang on a sec. I better open that door. Kind of a creative thing to do with your support pole. Turning into a little cubby hole thing. Clever idea. Oh, yeah, I'll just get under that edge of that door there, I think. Okay, so let's have a look at the pad. That's pretty dirty for not too big a room with a carpet that really didn't look like it was very soiled. That's a fair amount. Okay, alrighty. I'll let you go. I'll record me using this thing in a sec, but I'll let you go for now. Thanks for watching and have a good day.